Okay, where are
Yeah,
we? There,
exactly.
there
Well,
we
perhaps.
are. There we are. All my buttons are all messed up and everything. Hello, dobry večer, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. How the heck are you? Yeah, this is the open chat. We've got Manda here, and we've got Kate over here, and who else have we got here? We got anybody good here?
Spool's here.
Oh,
Oh
God.
gosh,
We got here early this time.
Cat anus.
who it would
Okay.
appear. Yeah, it's funny. That's a bit of a coinky dink. We were talking about cat butts in the green room.
Yes, we were. Oh my.
For sure.
The
For
ubiquitous
sure.
cat butts.
Yeah.
Nothing in the world quite like cat butt.
Well, I suppose we can be glad of that.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
its own way. Definitely.
Well, as the one responsible for cleaning the litter boxes, I'm kind of wishing that cats were a little more scented. Like pine fresh scent, kind of scented.
Oh, those little trees that you hang in your car. Yeah.
Yeah. If cat poo smelled like that, I'd be a lot more okay with changing those litter boxes. But
Oh, thank
uh,
you for reminding me. I do need to do that here. Do need to change out the lavender litter box in the
I
lab.
used to empty the litter boxes like once a day, but now I've gotten into this habit of like scooping them out if I ever go into the bathroom and see something in one of them. Because like I noticed that bugs were hanging out on the cat turds, and I was like, you know what? Uh, that could be a problem someday. So I've
Yes.
started getting rid of the cat poo as soon as I see it.
Oh, that is a good thing. Yeah, and this is what the internet needs. More people talking about cat poop.
Well, I have that the shotgun that shoots salt that's meant for killing bugs.
Yes.
I actually had occasion a couple of times to take the business end of that thing to the litter box just to see what would happen.
Oh no. How much dust did you raise?
Oh, hardly any at all, but the cats were so unhappy. No, I'm kidding. No, seriously though, it had zero effect. It just moved the litter around a little bit, and if it killed any of the bugs, I didn't see it.
Red, hi dear. How are you? We
Hello.
got all the good people coming in here today. Yes, we do.
What
Uh,
you don't see very often is an insectoid alien race that's benevolent.
this is true. Yes, absolutely.
No. In see,
I said
you
rarely.
don't like Rick and Morty, so you haven't seen it. But there's this one episode of Rick and Morty when he keeps ending up in these alternate dimensions, and they're all fucking fascists for some reason. Like, and then
Um,
he finally stumbles upon his version because he keeps coming back as himself. It, there's no way to really explain it without seeing it. But he comes back as himself, but as a praying mantis, I think. And so he thinks, "Oh God, I'm totally fucked now," because they're the only ones that weren't fascists. So he's just like sitting there at the table, and they're all eating like another praying mantis alive, and just
Oh
talking
my.
something. But
okay,
they were the
so
good guys because they weren't the fascists.
Hey,
so
Alex.
okay,
Hi.
exception that illuminates the rule then. But I mean, the
Yeah.
point is,
And they weren't
uh,
aliens technically, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, okay. But the point is that you hardly ever see a benevolent alien race that's insectoid.
Yeah.
Although I do love the idea of an alien race that just looks absolutely terrifying to humanity. Like we're talking xenomorphs here, but they're also the kindest, most loving, cuddliest creatures in the entire universe. And it's just bad luck that they look terrifying to humans.
In other words,
What
not
was that
Zorak.
movie? What was that movie when the little xenomorph baby puppet came out and
Oh,
did
that's
the dance
Spaceballs.
with the tap with
That's
the little,
Spaceballs.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, then that
Hello, my
was,
baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I
Oh,
remember.
Spaceballs.
so yeah. I should have known. Seen that movie a million times. been a while.
Well, I love how they actually got John Hurt to
Yeah.
reprise his role. Oh no, not again. Which only makes sense if you've seen Alien, but if you have, it's some pretty cool fan service.
Cool. Yeah, good movie though.
Yeah.
Well, Mel Brooks is
Like,
good for that.
I have to say I only like fan service when it's a comedy. If it's something more serious, it just feels like pandering.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it, much as I love Cobra Kai, season 3 was just sort of like, hey, remember this guy from the movies? And it just sort of
It's
got
also
old.
really hard to watch, like knowing what a piece of shit what's his face is too.
What, Johnny?
The actor who plays him. No,
Oh,
not Johnny. The actor who plays what's his face?
what, Ralph
Karate Kid.
Macchio?
Yes, Ralph
Macchio. I
Macchio.
didn't know he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's one of. I'm pretty sure he's one of the MAGA heads. He's not as big as
I was going to ask if he was a fascist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, why do people that it's this whole never meet your heroes nonsense. I'm sick and tired of not feeling I can meet my heroes.
Yep.
Like feeling like I don't want to peek behind the curtain. I'm sick and tired of that nonsense.
Yeah.
No, I can't meet my heroes. They're all dead.
Yeah, well. I'm fairly certain that if you had met them when they were alive, the illusion would have been broken and you wouldn't have enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
I met Bill Nye and he was kind of a dick. So
really?
Oh, darn it.
That was really disappointing. Yeah, especially someone like that I don't know, I expect more out of scientists for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
I don't know, a lot of the scientists. I hear a lot of stories about dickhead scientists, I hate to say.
Yeah, well, I guess it could go both ways. Well, I mean, there's a certain amount of I don't know, scientists can be kind of off-putting or off-standish because they're standoffish, just because we tend to be more introverted and always in our head and stuff. But I don't know about I just guess I expected him to be nicer. I don't know. It's not like he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't super horrible or anything. I met him when I was working at a university in Connecticut, and he had come by to do some kind of talk or whatever, and I had been backstage with him, and we were talking about dark matter, and because it was
So you knew John back then?
Yeah, which is actually funny because it was the year that John started his channel, because it was back in 2008.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know. My first thought was that stupid TV show, but all right.
But it just he was, he seemed like it was a chore to talk to the people that were around him. He was sitting and talking to me, but anybody else, the students and stuff that had approached him or anybody that was trying to help him out, he was, kind of rude a little bit.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I a little bit know what that's like. I mean, I've been recognized on the street, and some people have been great, and some people have been so tiresome. So, I mean, I kind of a little bit get it.
I was just about to mention that sort of thing. When your time and your person isn't yours anymore, that can be a little, I don't know, off-putting is the only word I can think of. It's not a good enough word.
Well, and I guess part of the problem is when you're not who they thought you were.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Where it's like they see you in your videos, they have this mental image of what you must be like, and maybe they even feel like they relate to that mental image, and then they meet you and you're nothing like it, or you're only a little bit like it, and they're disappointed. And I don't know, it's happened. I've seen it happen. That's happened to me.
I'm pretty sure anybody that would meet in real life would feel the same way. They would be sorely disappointed. So,
well, and cool. like I don't know. You just sometimes there's these people who just they gush a little bit too much, and you get a little uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah. I know that feeling. I was just dealing with some
Dumb
of that this
discussions.
afternoon.
Sometimes it's hard. I don't know. I think it's part of the human condition to want to tell a full story when you're interested in somebody,
Uh-huh.
but you
Yeah.
don't get the full story when you just see them on streams, or if they're just, you know them from videos that they do. So people will tend to build you up in their head, especially if they really like, the way that you talk about something, and they feel they align with you. Especially, like, some people will think, oh, you're one thing, so you must be everything like me. So they will just fill in all of those blanks, and you can never live up to that. You just can't.
Yeah. Well, one thing that like I've seen it happen where I've done it myself, where I kind of assumed that someone had some very similar political beliefs to mine because we're both LGBT.
Hmm.
Uh,
And boy, oh boy, was I disappointed.
what? Did
Yeah.
you run into
You know,
Caitlyn
it's like
Jenner?
like well, I ran into a fiscal conservative but social liberal.
Okay.
You know, so someone who was like, "Oh, I only want tweaks around the edges. Let's not go for bold sweeping change, no matter what the country and the planet need." You know, one of
Uh-huh.
those types.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, if people want to get hitched, I don't care what the configuration is, and yay, sex work and all this stuff. You know, anything social was a okay, but you know, government spend money, heaven forfend.
Gesta.
Uh, okay.
What?
Can I
What?
share a story? Something that happened
No!
today.
Of course you
No.
can.
Um, One of my best friends came out to me today as trans,
Oh, okay.
and very, super thrilled for her. She's looking forward to telling everybody. Yeah, that doesn't matter. But the thing was, she was telling me about her struggle in wanting to come out, even to our friends and stuff. And it's hard for, because, like, and I'm talking friends like in the community here, because we
Mhm.
all seem to be so, especially towards trans people. I think we're pretty accepting for the majority of us. I think
I,
we're a
I
pretty accepting community.
I see it that way, and thank you, Kais. Thank you.
um but she felt that, like, she had heard something, like a friend of hers had mentioned, off just off the cuff on a stream one day, oh, people, have just been coming out as trans because it's trendy, or it's the thing to do. And obviously at the time he didn't know that this person was trans or whatever, but that's something that was, she heard. And I feel it's so hard for me to think, you know uh, obviously there's going to be a point in time before you come out and tell everybody, if there is a time of transition. And there are things that we say, without even thinking about it, and it just really, really broke my heart that she felt, even though this person that said it obviously just it's not hateful, didn't mean it in a hateful way, it was just a dumb thing to say, but it meant so much to her that it, she
Mhm.
hesitated, and it scared her a little bit, and that just.
That Well, to be fair, I'm sure there are some people who have decided they're trans to be trendy. We live in a world where people eat Tide Pods, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So it would not shock me if there are some people out there who are like, oh, it's cool to be trans, go for it, you know, but I hope they get, you know, disabused of that notion after a while. I don't know.
And not the hard way. I mean, as much as maybe some of them might deserve getting disabused the hard way, it's you really don't want to see somebody get hurt like that.
I think my point in all of it is just, no matter who you're around or whatever, just be careful of your words, I guess. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
agreed.
Just, yeah, it really broke my heart to see her struggle with it. And I'm so, like, this was, she had, this was, we had spoken face to face on, uh, the computer. So when she told me, and she already looks lighter and happier, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I'm
get it.
so thrilled for her, and I can't wait. She was actually thinking about coming out tonight on, but the opportunity kind of passed itself. So hopefully she will soon. But I'm so very thrilled for her, and I hope she knows that she has all the
Is
love and support in the world.
is this someone we know?
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough then.
You'll
Mычание.
know.
I mean, like, I'm not going to press you for more details. I was just looking for a yes no on that one.
Yeah, yeah. I think like only her family knew. Me and somebody else were the first people that she said outside of the family to today. So it's new, but I'm happy that she you know feels like, oh, okay, well, I'm ready to share this. So I hope that she does, and
Hmm.
is greeted with all the love and respect in the world. And I will fucking cut a bitch if they. Yeah.
Okay,
Just
well, I'll tell you this much. I'll respect the trans thing, but if this is someone I already hated beforehand, we may have words.
no. You like this person?
Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to. It
Oh
was
my
a
god,
very
it's
happy but
stool,
also
isn't
very
it?
sad
Oh
story.
no, no, wait.
Sorry,
Oh,
bad joke.
who
I
is
missed
this
it.
Mom NATO? Who is that?
Hello.
Hi,
Come on.
honey.
Oh, hey, hi,
Hmm.
Columbia.
I'm
It's a
I'm
rare
up and down
Columbia
right now.
day.
I'm making homemade shrimp fried rice. So
Oh
You made the
boy,
shrimp at
that's
Break
home?
your wrist, Diana.
I'm making shrimp fried rice homemade.
Right, you made the shrimp at home
Yes.
and the rice.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't say
You
hi
must
to
have a
Diana,
lot
her
of
wrist
space
is
to
gonna
raise
break.
shrimp and to have a whole rice patty. I mean, I'll just be
Are
over.
you okay, Diana? Ah, yes.
oh Lord.
Wow,
Yeah.
Stoll
So
is really latched on to this leather word that he loves to use for me. It makes me laugh. He thinks it's cute. Actually, no, he thinks it's cutting, and that's why it's cute.
Oh, there is only one
Ah,
stool.
Stool.
I don't think we could have any more stools. One
Hmm.
is enough.
Yeah.
We get all the really great people around here. I don't know where they all come from, but maybe they should go back.
Hmm.
oh my.
Columbia, what on earth are you doing? You silly, silly kitty. Oh. See, the problem with Columbia is that if she ever finds herself in a position where something goes wrong, maybe she slips a little, or maybe something goes loud for a moment, she decides to be skittish and runs off, right? So the fact that she just fell off my lap and is still here is a little surprising.
I don't
Alrighty
know much
then.
about dog.
But she's a good kitty, aren't you, Columbia? Yes, you are.
Columbia is always the good kitty. Yes.
Well, Stool, you're half right.
Why don't you?
Wait. Yeah, huh. Yep.
Uh,
Which part though? Is he lovely or unique?
I think you can figure that one out.
Yeah, it's easily tilled. Easily tilled. What? Mычание.
Hmm.
Precisely.
That's my new word.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
It's
Is
what
it an actual word?
it's what a Russian cow
It literally
says.
means moo.
Yes, it's
It
moo in Russian.
literally means moo. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have thought a Russian cow would say zoom
Okay,
because
okay.
it's Russian, you see. It's
Yes, yes,
rushing zoom. I'll
yes,
just be over here.
yes. Way over there.
Yeah. Well, I've
Uh,
got little kitty on my lap, so I don't mind your barbs and jabs and jibes.
This is just another Tragic Tuesday, right? You got Manic Mondays, Tragic Tuesdays.
Wacky
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
yep.
Philly Thursday? I don't know.
Thoughtless.
Fucking Fridays. Silly Saturday. I don't know.
Stupid Saturdays.
The sweaty Sunday. I don't know. Sacrilegious Sunday. There we
I
go.
like
That
it.
was
I like it.
Yes.
But
The
yeah.
sacrilegious Sunday. Anyway.
Dobry večer. I don't know.
So who's going to talk about Afghanistan?
Who? What? Where? When?
I said, who's going to talk about Afghanistan?
Oh God! There
I'm
was.
sorry. I did not hear. I was hearing bandstand, and I
That's
was
what
like,
I heard. Yes, that's what
All
I
right,
heard.
bring my mic closer.
I was thinking of going on here with that one just to do my 2 cents. God, that's a bunch of shit. And Biden's going to get blamed for it, and there's no reason to do that.
Okay.
well, but there's nothing to blame him for. He did the right fucking thing for once.
So
He got us out. You know, that war needed to end a long ass time ago. And sure, it was messy, but at least it's over.
Yeah,
there's so you know how there's a bit of a theory, and I don't know how much to put into it because I
That
don't
it's
know.
a dancing demon.
I mean, it's Trump, so a demon, yes, but that Trump might have set this up for it to collapse, as kind of a lot of what he did with the deals that he made with the Taliban and everything, and possible deals that he made with people in the Afghanistan government, pretty much paying them off to get the fuck out and just let the Taliban take over. Happened after he lost the election. So this it's looking like this might have been a very petty fuck you because Biden had to take us out. I mean, the process was already in motion. It was part of his platform anyway. He said he was going to take us out of Afghanistan. Really, there's no reason we couldn't have stayed in there anyway. So he could have might have set Biden up for all of this to implode like it did.
Well, I mean, I saw some of Biden's speech after this whole Afghanistan thing blew up on us. And a lot of it seemed to be him saying, look, I know this is going to piss people off, but I don't give a damn. It had to happen, which honestly is not the Biden I know, but it's kind of the Biden I wish we could have had.
It's so fucking stupid listening to all the MAGA files like, oh, look, you shouldn't have pulled them out or whatever. Like, when they've been called, like, it was fucking Trump who was saying that he was the one who put it in motion. They've all been calling for it. They've been calling it for it. Even Trump mentioned it a couple weeks ago, saying how it had to be done. This is what they wanted, but then he does it, and oh, we shouldn't have. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just whatever he does, they want the opposite.
Well, even the people who supported getting out, though, were all like, sure, we want it out, but not like this.
Honestly,
it's
though,
well, how were you going to do it?
What other way could we have done it? I don't know. Especially, it would have been different if those 5,000 prisoners hadn't been released. I'm sorry. I really do think we could have maybe gotten out a different way or something, but with the country overrun look, the fucking new president was one of those prisoners. They basically set the worst of the Taliban on the fucking country, and they're gonna set their sights to Pakistan next. That shit's happening.
Well, I know that every pundit and expert I've heard talk on the issue said one way or another the Taliban was taken over. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was. I'm sick and tired of the U.S. being the world's policeman, for one. You know, I
No,
think
there
that's
was
not, that's like a role we took on ourselves, and it's not one I ever wanted.
no, there was a what was I gonna
We
hold on
need
a
to be
second.
a bit more non-interventionist, damn it.
Yeah, it's but it's never. That's always the excuse though. That and I've had conversations with a few ex-military people about this. That we go in to spread democracy or to fight terror or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just about the money and the contracts that come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Well,
really
you
is.
can't really spread democracy to people who don't fucking want it. You know, like a lot of people seem to think, oh, we came in and rescued these countries from their horrible governments, and it turns out no, we just sort of kicked over a bunch of people's anthills, and they're not happy about it.
There was I can't remember who it was, but some idiot right winger had tweeted yesterday about how a lot of women in Afghanistan are saying, "Oh no, we're glad the Taliban is back, and because we want Sharia law." See, they want it, so it's good that it's happening. But it's like, um, you understand under Sharia law, if a woman speaks against Islam, she could be stoned to death. So why the fuck are you listening to this and saying yes, that's what they want? So stupid. But that kills me. All the people that are LGBTQ, all the fucking just women, period, having every single even it's not like they had a shit ton of rights to begin with under Afghanistan law as it was, but the Taliban takes everything. They won't, you can't even leave your house without before the last time that they had taken over part of Afghanistan, they had made it so you can't and any woman couldn't leave their house unless they were with a male relative. They actually went in and took women out of their jobs and said, "No, you're done. You don't work anymore," and made them go home. Like it just, yeah, it's
Well,
gross.
they did say, I mean, let's give them the credit that they will allow women their rights within the limits of Islam. Think
But they
about
don't.
the.
There are no rights in the limits of Islam. There's just none. So
That's what I said. Yeah. It's like, what the hell,
Well,
man?
I mean, I got asked, did the United States step in when, England and Ireland were having that little feud of theirs?
oh no, I'm not. I'm not expecting her. I'm not
Oh,
saying
no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm actually asking, did we? Because I
No.
don't think we did. And if we didn't, then how can we fucking justify stepping in the Middle East? Oh, right. I know, money.
Yeah,
Precisely.
petroleum.
Oh, not just that. Bombs are a very
Yeah.
lucrative industry.
Oh,
That not
sure.
only selling to other countries, which we Trump did a lot of to Saudi Arabia gave a lot to the Taliban, and so yeah. Anyway, but the thing is as well is that it doesn't matter, never mind, go on.
Is you
Mm,
broken?
no, I'll not stop talking about it if I keep going. So I'm angry. I'm just really sad and angry. There were people that were like making fun of the the people that were falling off the planes and stuff. And Angel came home and was like so upset by that. It's just gross.
I must have missed the part about people falling off of planes, although I have been hearing comparisons to Saigon.
Yeah, the planes taking off from the military base had a whole bunch of people, Afghani people, chasing after them and grabbing onto them, and some of them held on for a while, and you could see their bodies falling from the sky
Oof.
because they couldn't keep holding on. They're that desperate to leave. And Lauren Boebert fucking made a joke about it. So, because she's a
Yeah.
lovely human being. But we absolutely, hi, honey, we absolutely should be taking in any refugees that want to come. I don't see a reason why not to.
Hi, Phoebe. How you doing, honey?
Oh,
Yeah.
Diana, did you hear what's going on with food stamps?
No, I did not.
They are doing a 25% permanent increase in food stamps benefits.
Oh, wow, wow,
So, like,
wow, well.
uh, for me in Tornado, that would increase our food stamps because it's for every $121 you make in food stamps, they're going to increase it $36.
So when they give you 30, that's nothing, right?
Well, no, you should still get an increase.
7.
I don't know. I just know that up to that for if you make $121, it increases by 36. So because we're getting what we are, mine should go up like $72 more.
Oh wow, that ought to be
Yeah.
some good
Columbia
stuff.
cat. Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry, my cat was digging in her claws, and I
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll put me up to like $345.
Whoa, that's an extra box of cereal.
Oh yeah. That's a couple of extra packs of hamburger.
Moo.
Well, I saw something not the same, but along similar lines. I saw something today about a change.org petition that has like millions of signatures where people are saying, look, because of this Delta variant, we need monthly recurring UBI $2,000. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, please do. Please do. That will make life so much easier, especially since some of my money has dried up recently, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it would be really, really helpful and handy.
And nobody's listening, though.
Well, I mean,
hopefully somebody will listen. Hopefully.
All the money they put into the military is 53 or 57% of our budget, I think.
Yep.
It's insanity. We don't
You know how much
need
goes
a
to
military
science
like
and
that.
technology?
Well, probably
3%.
plenty if the science is about making bombs. Ow, Columbia, goddammit, that hurt. Okay.
Well, I guess the Columbia love is over with.
Well, she keeps digging in with her claws, and the more content she feels, the more she digs in. And after a while, she starts scraping. And I was like, okay, we're done.
My dog lays on my face in the morning. She gets cold because like the air got, the air is on a little cooler at night. So she'll come up and she'll just like plop down her back all up on my face, or she'll like lay over my head over the pillow. She's not a small dog, so it's really weird.
There is a certain cat who does that here, yes, and I will find myself struggling to consciousness in the morning with fur all over my face. It's like, how do you breathe?
I spend the first couple minutes of every day literally just picking dog hair out of my mouth right here and a few out from my nose too. So.
Well, I know I've told the story before about claw versus nostril.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one.
Oh really? Okay. No. Well, for a good long time before I got Xander, Columbia would always wake me up way too early in the morning by thwacking me on the tip of my nose. Right?
Really?
Now, one day, I don't know if she just missed or she was trying to get creative or what, but one of her claws hooked onto the inside of my nostril and she yanked for all she was worth. And I lost it. Oh my gosh. Like I had this nasty looking paper cut looking thing inside my nostril. It was horrible. I'm lucky I didn't look like Jack Nicholson in that Chinatown movie. I mean, seriously.
I had a cat that would lay, like, I guess when I was a kid, I must have slept on my back because I had a cat that would wake me up that was just laying on my chest, like kneading at it and doing that thing with the nose. So, but no cats now. No, I'm dog person.
I love my kitties, but sometimes they are a nuisance.
I don't know. Sometimes I just want the same old sense, No, huh?
It's not enough to just change one of the sounds because it sounds like another word. You gotta add some story to it, some flair, some pizzazz, some finesse. You need showmanship. You can't just go like, oh, it sounded like new, so I'll say old. There's gonna be more to it than that.
Okay, well, we'll come up with that later or something.
Alrighty then. Well,
Uh,
if you don't, there will be penalties.
yes. Hi,
All right.
Colleen. Boy, we have all the good people here. We're all full of good people. We're all full of it. You people do
That's
real.
for sure.
Yeah, you people do realize you are the good people, right?
Uh
Mm,
oh, we're in trouble then.
Mm, I'm always in trouble.
Yes, but now it's everybody.
Yep. Colleen loves her cat, but he can be a. Let's see, he can be a punk sometimes.
Mm.
Boy, my prescription has gone to hell already.
Xander is a needy little bastard.
are all cats?
No, actually, there's a lot of really independent cats out there.
Yeah, I guess that's
Some
true.
of them are quite standoffish, but Xander is a needy little bastard.
Well, those independent cats just don't own you, right?
No, well, let's put it this way. I've gone over to friends' houses where they have, the cat that disappears under the couch as soon as company comes over.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
They had two of those.
Oh.
So it's a shame too, because like their cats were so adorable, but well,
Well, the things they were doing under that couch. I don't know.
I doubt it. They weren't those kind of cats.
Oh.
Like seriously, they gave off 100% platonic vibes.
Uh,
Ah, well. Plus, I'm pretty sure they were both boys, and the likelihood that they were both gay cats really slim. Also, they're siblings, so that would have made it extra weird. Like no matter what configuration their love took, it'd be kind of weird.
I remember this one time when I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. My mom had taken me to one of her friends' houses, and or they had just gotten a bunch of kittens. And so, while like my parents or my mom was talking to her friend, I was playing with the kittens, and my mom says it's time to leave, and I remember shoving one in my shirt and being
okay.
like, "Nope, I'm ready to leave, mom." And she's like, "Your shirt is moving and meowing."
No, it's not.
No. There was a time that I
Hi,
really loved.
Christy. Are you the Christy I think you are?
Hmm.
She's the
Oh.
Christy you think she is.
Oh my, oh my, oh
Is it? Oh, come on! I have the perfect picture for this. Now I can't find. Oh, there it is. All right.
my. All right. Is it good? Oh boy, pictures, pictures.
Oh, I do love that picture. There's just something about it. Like it's not even captioned, but I can just picture the kid going, "But mom."
Mm,
Oh my. Can I keep it?
I can only imagine what kind of shenanigans kids would get up to on extraterrestrial planets.
basically the same as here.
I can only imagine what kind of shenanigans people will get up to on planets with different gravity.
Mm, yes.
That's one thing they
Alrighty.
never really deal with much in
No.
sci-fi, unless it's hard sci-fi, is planets with gravity that isn't Earth-like. The
Yeah.
only show I can actually think of at like off the top of my head that really did it was the Orville when they went to why am I blanking on the name of the planet? But what's her face's home planet where the gravity is like 6 times that of Earth, and they
Mm-hmm.
dealt with that a bit. The Alara, was it Alara or Alana Katan? I can't remember. Zalea, that's the name of the world, though. Zalea.
Yeah, that
Uh,
always really bugs me that all the gravity is always the standard 9.81 meters per second squared.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, it would be really difficult to do it in special effects unless you had a movie's budget. It's kind of the way like sure we're using a translator, but everyone's lip syncing English too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could
It
always.
always bothers me.
It would be hard to do, less gravity, but with more gravity, you could do a little more, and they could act it out a bit. I don't know. It just.
Yeah.
You're
But
right.
then
There's
if anyone
really
ever
no way that you
tossed
can.
someone a beer, the beer would
Yeah.
still, yeah.
There isn't any way to do it really well without a lot of CGI, and that's a pain in the ass, I'm sure. So, but
Well,
still,
we could always, support that whole SpaceX program and go to another world to shoot this movie.
Mm-hmm.
no, fuck SpaceX. No.
Well, okay, fine. Then whatever the hell Bezos did. What's his one called?
Not Horizons.
Virgin Galactic.
Well, no, that's the name of the aerospace company.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. Him too. I don't know. They're both doing it wrong. I don't know how to do it right, but they're doing it wrong because they're dicks. So.
Well, yeah. Although, if I had that many billions, I could see the appeal of making my own rocket ship.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'd, fix Flint, Michigan first, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Bill wants to see the blue lady again. I wonder why.
I'm assuming he means the mom in the blue outfit and
Yes.
not like Zan from Farscape.
No. He likes the boobs.
That's probably it. I think he just has a mom fetish. Are you into MILFs,
That too.
Stool? Actually, I don't even know what Stool's into at all. I don't even know if he's
Do we
single or
want to know
taken.
what Stool is into?
It probably involves mermaids and butter churns in some fashion.
Yeah, you probably couldn't
Probably.
film it without risking arrest.
Oh, my brain just went somewhere so terrible.
It always does.
Yeah, but this one's extra nasty because I'm suddenly realizing things you can use CGI for, like satisfying kinks that would otherwise be illegal.
You're just thinking of that now?
Well, yeah, because I'm not a sicko. Like seriously, it only occurred to me because the topic came up.
Okay, then. Okay.
Well, maybe it's a side effect of being demisexual, but I just don't think about sex that much. What do you want from me?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Shut up, Clarion.
Oh, hush you. Oh, why I put up with you, I have no idea.
But you do, and it's significant.
Maybe it's just because I'm bored.
Yeah, could be. Could be. I'm, what is it? Useful. I'm entertaining. Not very, huh?
Oh, I'm withholding comment.
Oh. Wait a minute. Stool says be careful. I have the invite to this chat. Amanda, did you invite Stool?
No, it was Kate.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like I'm inviting Stool. That sounds plausible.
Oh, yes, Colleen, we are a trip. Absolutely.
Yeah. Though I have to ask, acid or couch?
Uh-huh. Shrooms.
It's not. I don't really hear people say shroom trip, though. It doesn't work with the, if we're a trip, acid trip, couch trip, what other kinds of head trip,
Yeah.
But unless people say shroom trip, it just doesn't work.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah. Peyote.
There's like this one friend of mine online where I don't know what happened, but our brains are linked in such a way that when we start getting into these little battles of listing things, we know what the rules are.
What
Like somewhere along the line, it got established that we pick a topic and we circle around that topic as much as we possibly can. But if someone comes up with a damn good pun that fits the last thing said and changes the subject, you roll with it.
Night, Phoebe. You be good.
Night, night.
Right.
So,
Grits.
it's like the whole trip thing. Michael would have got it. Would have known to find another thing that meant trip, like that included the word trip in the term.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
yes.
He's actually one of the few YouTubers that I've known, like that I've met in person, not at a convention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's only a
I
few
get
of
to see
those.
somebody soon.
What,
in
was he
person.
stalking you or what?
Nah, we've just known each other for ages, and I happen to be in Philly.
Okay.
Of course, he's living in Hong Kong now, or somewhere in China. I'm not. No, not Hong Kong, Beijing. That's right. He's teaching English to Chinese kids.
Oh, that's a noble pastime.
Sure, yeah. It's funny. He talks about his students sometimes, and it's funny because like they sound kind of like the folks I know, but there's those little cultural differences where every now and then you're like, "Wow, they laughed at that." Most people here would have made fun of you.
Hmm.
Just little things like that.
Yeah.
Moo.
I get to meet somebody in person in a couple months in October. I'm excited for that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you I had to cancel that trip.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that when you were coming over here?
Oh, I wish. I know I have a conference. This is the first climate conference that we're doing in actual person since the pandemic. Just happens to be near someone that I love very much. So I get to
Ah,
go meet them
fair
in
enough.
person. I'm excited.
Yay.
Mm.
And get to get out of Georgia, so that's fun too. It's been a while.
Getting out of Georgia is always
Hmm.
fun.
I don't think. Okay, sure, I've been in the Atlanta airport, but other than that, I don't think I've ever been to Georgia.
Yeah, Atlanta itself isn't that bad, and almost everyone's been to the Hartsfield Jackson because it's the busiest airport in the world, actually.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really?
Really?
Oh wow. Okay, that surprises me.
I spent a lot of time in that airport.
I spent a lot of time at O'Hare because
Oh, well, yeah.
I used to go. I don't know how I ended up. I used to go to Iowa for the summers, and when I was a teenager and did it, and so I was coming from Connecticut. Um, I always, I don't know, my parents must have always picked the same flights every year because I always had an 8 hour stopover in Chicago, but I loved it because like it was. I got to be alone by myself, away from everybody for 8 hours, and it was lovely. And I would just read a book and smoke a bunch of cigarettes and
Hmm.
get some coffee, and it was fucking awesome. I really liked that airport too. So,
I really hope at some point I find a certain measure of actual financial success so I can travel a bit.
yeah,
One of the things I do wonder, though, if I find a way to travel, is what the hell do I do with my kitties?
Meow.
Like, I don't think I can go
yeah,
away for more than a week at a time. It just doesn't seem right, you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
But a week
and
is still something. Or you have friends that check on them.
Well, no, I'm not saying I wouldn't have people check on them during that week, but I don't see how I can be away from them for that long. It seems like we might grow apart a little bit, or just I'd miss them, they'd miss me. Something can I wouldn't want to be away from them for that long. It's
Valid.
well, what was
similar to
nice?
why I wouldn't want children, is you have to keep track of them and take care of them all the time.
There you go.
You
Well,
Yeah, I
know?
have the child so I can leave the dog with him.
Mm.
The last time I was out of town, I was lucky enough to take the little one with me, and that worked out really well. She traveled quite well.
Well, I do have that really cool backpack, but there's no way I can put Columbia and Xander in it. Even if it had enough room,
Yeah.
those two would murder each other. So
Mm.
that's not going to happen. But I mean, I think if I had my own vehicle and like a decent cat carrier or some sort of like cat corral I could set up in the back of it, maybe like an old school station wagon or something.
Yeah, huh?
Uh,
My
you
parents
know
always
that
travel with
then
the
then
RV
I
so they could take their dumb dog.
then I'd feel okay traveling with the cats, but then I probably couldn't leave the US. And one of these days, damn it, I need to. Well, okay, I could go to Canada or Mexico, but the point is, I want to leave the continent someday. I would really like to go to Europe or Asia or something. Probably not Africa. It sounds way too fucking hot.
Afghanistan.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed that Stool said October was when he's visiting your bathroom, Kate.
I really don't think that's true.
What is
I
it
don't
in
think Stool
November?
leaves his apartment other than to try to go find curry or bad pizza. I don't see him traveling to America anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe if he had access to some sort of teleportation technology.
Yeah, maybe.
Stool, do you have wormholes?
Stool
It's
has
got worms
worms.
Well, I wasn't going to be the
and a
one to
hole
say
in his
it.
head. Sorry, Stool. Ah,
Hmm.
he knows we mean well, probably.
He knows we are mean. Yes.
That too.
Well, probably.
We have all the good people here.
Nah, there's a few good people missing.
Well, yeah, there are always good people missing.
They should work on their aim.
Oh, oh. Daju korostu.
Hmm.
What?
Well, you know how I've been looking for those places, right?
Places?
Places.
The nostalgia places?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Does everyone know about that, or do I have to tell the story again?
I don't
Um,
think I do.
Okay, well, when I had seizures and they were just absences, they'd often come with pretty strong memories and senses of nostalgia, and a lot of the memories were of places. And for a while, I wasn't sure if it was just my brain making shit up, but then I started finding some of them, and I was like, huh. And so for a while, I've been looking for others, and I may have just found a road because it looks so freaking familiar, and I may be on my way to finding another one. I don't know.
Oh, yay.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's yay.
So,
I hope it's yay.
yeah, well, it is. Um, Although you should have seen the like, well, just the big old snotty mess I was the first time I found one and realized I wasn't just like making it all up or dreaming it. I was
Did
like,
you
holy shit, it's real. Oh my god, I'm not just, I'm not that kind of a lunatic, whatever kind of lunatic I may be, not that sort.
did you find it in
Okay.
person?
No, I
Okay.
found it looking in Google Earth, but
Yeah, because I was gonna say, shouldn't it all be stuff from like Seattle or before
well,
that?
a lot of it is from Vermont, actually, from my
Or
childhood.
Vermont? Yeah.
There have been a
Okay.
couple of times I've gone to like places I haven't been to since preschool and recognized it. I don't know what the hell's up with my
I
memory because
know.
I definitely don't have a photographic or eidetic memory, but I do seem to have a very visual memory.
We have we have a space in our mind for like these kind of snapshot memories. Some people
Hmm.
just have more of them there than others. But it especially happens around times of like either extreme trauma or extreme joy. It's big emotions that kind of connect that can more often connect a visual snapshot to a more solid memory. So
Like, say, a
Ow,
first
ow, ow,
solar
ow,
eclipse,
loud,
right?
loud,
Wow,
loud,
wow,
loud,
what the
very
hell?
fucking loud.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's so you having that kind of emotional experience, the feeling like crying the first time that you found that, it probably wasn't just because you realized you weren't crazy, which that wasn't crazy anyway, but there's also probably some kind of emotional connection you have to it as well. You just might not be able to figure it out.
No, actually, well, given where I was, I know exactly why I recognized it. Is
What
my
about the
parents?
first total solar
My parents
eclipse?
never saw one. My parents had their like some friends of theirs living in that area. We traveled down that road so many times, but it was
There we go.
nowhere near home.
Or
It
maybe.
was Route 12 in Vermont,
How is
and
this?
I don't
thought
know.
it was
It's
muted.
what?
What's going on? What?
I don't know.
Sorry. Apparently the mic doesn't mute.
There you go. Oh, okay. Well, why do I have? Why is it going off? Oh, that's right. So how do you plan on finding? Is there a way that you're searching for stuff specifically, or are you just stumbling upon these memories or these nostalgic
Well,
moments?
I do sort of have a little bit of a system. It's kind of informal, but I do have it. Basically, you're able to bookmark places in Google Earth. And so, what I've been doing is putting down a bunch of placeholders when I find something that looks like it might be a turn I should make, but maybe not. I'm not sure. So, I'll bookmark where I was going and then take the other path and see where it takes me, and maybe I come back or whatever. So I've just got this big thing full of bookmarks of places that look significant, and I've been going through them systematically. For a while, I was going for more what's the word I'm looking for here? Maybe holistic is the right word for it. Approach where I would just get high, put on music from my childhood, and fuck around and see what looked good. But then I got a bit more systematic about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
And man, do I find places that look familiar. The like, okay, this is the worst part is I find roads that look really familiar, but what I don't find are destinations. So like I'll be traveling down this road going, yeah, I know this place. I really, really know this place. But I like at some point, it stops being familiar. And I wonder, did I miss a turn? Did I forget that house is where we were going when we would travel down this when I was a kid or what? But all of a sudden, it's just the familiarity is gone. And I don't know what to make of that.
Maybe you just have a memory of being in a car on that road or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, but some of these roads that look really familiar are so far from home, at least relatively speaking, that the only reason to go there would be for a very special purpose, to see certain people, to do a certain activity, whatever. And I don't know what those activities were.
Gotcha.
So I'd love to know what the destinations were for all these places. And of course, it doesn't help that my childhood was how many decades ago? So stuff
Yeah.
might have changed. My memory might have changed a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
memory is not the most reliable thing in the world. That kind of sucks.
although when something clicks, it's
Yeah.
just it's profound. The way I've described it, it's kind of like you ever watch a TV show or movie or read a book or something about that retired detective who has that one case they never solved, and then they finally find the crucial bit of evidence.
Yeah.
It's like that. Finding one of these places, like actually finding the destination. It's like that.
That's very cool. Must be very satisfying when
It is,
you
but
do get those clicks.
it's vindication. That's what it feels like. It feels like vindication.
Yeah. All right, I gotta pop out for a few minutes. Well, go in another room for a few minutes. I will be back.
Okay,
Well,
then.
Have fun. Look forward to seeing you back.
Yay. Yay, 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 yay.
Uh,
So, let's see. Tina's been really quiet.
that's true. Although, Tornado made his presence known a little bit.
Yes, he did. He's good with that.
Oh, this is looking even more familiar.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to just bookmark that now because sometimes this program crashes. That has been the bane of my existence, is not saving the My Places folder like periodically whenever it changes, because any changes are not saved immediately. It has to be done explicitly or it's done automatically when you shut down the program, right? But if it crashes, nothing saves. And so I have to remember, if I modify My Places at all, immediately save the My Places file.
Okay, then.
Because there's always a chance this thing could crash. And if I find something that looks really familiar, and then my last bookmarked place was like really far away, I may never find this place again. So, suspenders and belt, right?
Yeah, okay. Little redundancy never hurt anyone.
Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
And then we have a shadow kitty. Hello, kitty.
Oh, hey there.
Meow.
Well, I haven't been looking at the chat much, and it's been quite some time since Stool said whatever the hell that means. It's just the way I'm standing.
I have no idea. Does
Well,
Stool have an idea?
I don't know. To quote, I believe it's Sting, don't stand so close to me.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
I think that was Sting. I'm not sure. Don't stand so close to me. Well, the police, so yeah. I mean, Sting was in the police. The band?
Okay, so he was one of those with the tear gas canisters and everything, right?
Possibly, actually. I mean, they are Irish. But he also played Fade Routha in Lynch's version of Dune.
Okay.
And he was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Moo. Mычание.
Never mind, I guess.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
One of these days, we really have to do something about this lack of pop culture education.
You know that when you mention anything pop culture, I'm not going to know what the hell you're talking about, right?
There have been a few times when you've surprised me.
Okay.
It's happened.
Yes.
There's been a movie or two where I'm like, holy crap, you saw that? But it was made after I was born.
Vondrick is here. Hi,
Oh.
Vondrick.
Hello, Vonrick.
Yay. So we've got a whole 5 people
Oh.
watching now.
Yeah, well, those poor people.
Nothing better to do, huh?
Well, all dressed up and no one to do? I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds. Oh.
I don't know. I've never really understood like people who go out specifically to get laid. Like that gear in my brain apparently doesn't exist. The going out to get laid gear. It's just never been there. I've never been driven by that part of me.
I suppose that's a good thing.
Yeah, but there's times I wish I understood it. And actually, I wonder if I understood it, maybe I'd be better at it. You know, like I stink at flirting. I'm horrible at flirting. I don't know how the hell to flirt, but a lot of people apparently do. And those are usually the people who are doing the going out to get laid thing.
I don't know. In my present form, I don't see the appeal, and as I look back on my past, I don't know what I saw in it. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I disliked sex. It's just that was never my end goal. You know,
Right,
like if
right.
I
Yeah.
just, for a lot of people, they just want that hookup. For a lot of people, they just want the release, I guess. I don't know. But just the notion of, I don't know, just rocking out on someone else's body for the purposes of it, and that's it. I don't get it. It's just I don't get that as your mission for going out. Every time I've gone out to like a club or a bar or something, it's been to socialize.
Hmm.
Oh well. I guess if it makes them happy, but I don't understand it.
Moo.
Well, your mic there, Mom NATO, seems to be a bit cranked.
Mычание.
What do you mean cranked?
As in you're very
Yeah,
loud.
you're very loud.
Oh, let me look at it. I haven't done anything to it, so, but who
Yeah,
knows?
but did tornado do something to it?
Maybe. Well, it also
No.
sounds like there's a fair amount of echo going on, like room echo.
Well, I don't have carpeting in the house, so.
Okay, could do something.
Well, if you just turn things down, it seemed to eliminate the echo too. So,
Yay!
yay! Uh, oh, it is after 5. I'm gonna have to feed the cats soon.
Oh my, that's always a good thing to do. Yes, cats do require nourishment.
Is that any better?
Well,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
hold on. Well, the
Okay, all I
thing is
did
that
was change which microphone it was using.
Oh, well done.
Ah. Well, the thing about the cats is like it doesn't matter what time I decide their feeding time is. Anywhere from let's call it 20 to 45 minutes before feeding time, they will show up and start giving me, please, sir, can I have some more eyes? You know, it's like Cats, Oliver Twist, Annie, Hard Knock Life. That's clearly, they're not the ones who lounge around all day and get fed and don't have to do anything except be cute and companions, and that's it. Obviously it's such a trial to them,
Okay,
to have to wait and be fed at a certain time.
how's that look?
It looks like
Oh.
Rice Krispie treats or Crunch Berries.
I saw a flash of something and then it went away.
Well, I'm seeing it right now, and it could possibly be rice and stir-fried vegetables and stuff, and maybe chicken. But
No,
also,
shrimp.
it's also sort of crappy resolution, so it a little bit looked like breakfast cereal.
Yeah, no, it's my shrimp fried rice that I made.
Oh yay!
Yeah,
Yummy, tasty.
not bad for my first attempt.
I made some
homemade.
chicken fried rice today.
Mm. Well, it's got green onions, Vidalia sweet onions, carrots, peas, and shrimp and rice.
I like everything except the shrimp.
Well, I like shrimp.
Well,
You
you
don't
can
like
have
any
you can have my servings.
What was that, Diana?
So Kate does not like the shrimp. I don't know. That is
Oh,
unfortunate.
Well, I could have done it with beef or chicken, but I felt like shrimp.
Or emu.
Mm. I've never felt like shrimp. I've always just felt like whatever the hell species I am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I clarified the onions and butter before I put them in. So.
Axolotl fried rice.
Hmm?
Axolotl fried rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what an axolotl is, but okay.
Oh, it's a wonderful little salamander with the gill fronts out on the outside, and it looks like an alien.
Mm.
So Velociraptor then.
Yeah, there you go.
Or not Velociraptor, Diplodocus. No, not Diplodocus. What the fuck were the ones?
With the
I don't
Dilophosaur?
remember- No, I'm trying to remember the ones from Jurassic Park that did that.
Velociraptor.
No, the Velociraptor didn't have the wacky hood thing.
Hood thing.
You know the one where like
There
it
we
it,
go.
it would spit at people and it
Mhm.
had the that wasn't the Velociraptors. That was something else.
Hmm.
It was other things.
Venusaur?
Well, it's not that. Hold on. Let
Oh,
me.
that's
Ow! That was some nasty mic feedback. Alrighty. Let's see.
Still getting feedback?
Oh, I see. I think it was Dilophosaurus. Yes, it's Dilophosaurus. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
The hell was that?
Tornado. Yeah, that's a Dilophosaur.
Right. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, they have those in Ark Survival Evolved.
Into.
Hmm.
Ark Survival Evolved? What?
Mhm.
What is that?
It's a game on Steam.
Oh, sorry. My brain went somewhere else. I actually think I might have that bookmarked as like on my wish list. I'm not sure though. Let me see.
Yeah, you get to play a person who has to survive being dropped onto a world filled with dinosaurs.
Oh, yay.
Hmm.
Okay, let's turn off the filter. No, I don't see it. I have a bunch of stuff on my wish list, but I don't see that. No.
But yeah, you get to capture and tame dinosaurs. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like a noble pastime.
yeah, but you have to remember that you shoot the dinosaurs, they try to kill you.
Oh, well.
And certain species are aggressive anyway.
Sounds lovely.
Hmm. That's why it's called Survival Evolved. Hmm.
It's way more than I want to spend.
Hmm. Which one are you looking at? Genesis?
Survival Evolved.
Mm.
What are we talking
It's
here?
it's 30 smackers.
Depending on how strict your budget is, that could be a little bit, yeah. I mean, I did something I never thought I would do. I bought a map pack for the Risk game.
Okay.
Spent a whole $5 on stuff.
Okay. I trying to picture how Risk would be expanded, but all right.
It's just different tilings, that's all.
You should buy the Middle Earth version.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they have a version of Risk for just about every sci-fi fantasy franchise out there, as well as stuff that's not even in any way related to sci-fi fantasy. Like, I think there's probably one of those like NCIS or CSI Risks out there. You know, one of those shows?
No.
Kind of like
I-
Monopoly.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, hell, they've made Monopoly out of everything. They've made a version of every game out of everything at this point. I mean, hell, they have Fallout Operation. Not even kidding. The video game series Fallout has an Operation game.
Operation
Okay.
as the one with the tweezers and the buzzer.
And the guy with the
Mhm.
light up nose, yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. I'm just
And it's
saying.
Fallout themed, huh?
Yes.
I don't see how that would work, but okay.
Well, I mean, if I remember right, it sort of looks like you're operating on the dude from the Pip Boy.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was Operation, so I didn't get it, but it was Fallout, so I a little bit wanted it.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oops, not what I wanted. I wanted game. Thank you. Images. Bada bing. Okay. Fallout Operation.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, that's something I was going to mention before,
Yes,
because
sir.
we were talking about like how memory works and everything, and you know how sometimes you'll get like beautiful mind geniusy type people saying that like certain memories or sounds or numbers have a flavor or a color to them or something. You know, like they have some sort of trigger on one of their other
Yeah,
senses.
huh? Yeah.
Right.
Well, I feel the same way about some of these places. Like there is a vibe and energy to a lot of those places I've been looking for that um like I've found it on occasion, but it's hard to explain exactly what the energy is because we really don't have the words in English for it.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have the form of.
Amanda cannot hear you.
Oh.
Is you al broken?
I have that form of synesthesia where
Nope, still can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are muted,
very
sort of.
quiet.
Any better?
A
Yeah.
little.
Getting
It
there,
might be
getting there.
software.
Never mind. That's fine.
Oh no, now we can
No,
hear you.
Keep it coming.
I have that form of synesthesia where I connect numbers and colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
I don't
are-
know. It's strange. Like there's even a sort of, I don't know how to explain because it's not olfactory. It's not taste. I don't know how to explain it, but even certain stories, certain themes to story ideas, not themes like theme songs, but concepts have a flavor to them. It's weird. Like end of the world stories have a vibe. And even when they're played for comedy, they have the same sort of visceral vibe to them. And I'm not sure I can explain it.
I think I kind of get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's part of why it's so difficult to ask people for recommendations for things like music and movies and stuff is I just don't evaluate them the same way as other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's like Spotify and Pandora and all of those, and they claim to be able to build like playlists for you based on like information you give them. And so I give them a song and they don't look at the structure of the song. They look at like what genre is the band, when was it made, et cetera, et cetera. So I could put in like a ballad and get out metal just because they were both made in 1984. That kind of thing. Where it's just and I'm looking for something that gives off the same energy as the song. So it's just really difficult to find stuff I like because I just have a different map for how I evaluate media.
It's possible.
Okay, then. It works.
And there is a fast food joint not too far from here that's starting to cook stuff up, and it smells fucking mouth-watering.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to get food, and the place we were ordering from closed. So now I'm trying to find different food.
That's amazing. There's actually a fast food joint that smells good.
Well, keep in mind that you and I have very different standards for food.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I would rather have, like, a bacon double cheeseburger than chicken
Oh.
paprikash.
Oh yes.
You
Gotta have the
know?
bacon cheeseburger.
It's,
I'm feeling you
one of-
there.
One of these days, I do need to go into a fast food joint and order a drink, like milkshake, hold the cup,
Okay.
just to see what they do.
I was looking this morning at the menu of the local Wendy's, and I don't know. I just find it a little difficult to spend $6 for a hamburger.
Okay, but it's also Wendy's. Go to a good place. I mean, like, seriously, like, for the longest time, I wouldn't eat at Wendy's just because square burgers is just so wrong. But when I went there and ate there, I found their burgers extraordinarily bland.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, compared just even to other fast food joints.
It's been a very long time. I think the last time I did fast food was when I moved into this place 3 years ago, and I hadn't set my kitchen up yet. And that was McCrapburger. God, they wanted way too much for a hamburger.
Yeah, Whoppers nowadays are for a meal it's like $10.
Mm-hmm.
I
I remember a time when burgers were under $1.
Oh yeah, I remember you could go to McDonald's and get a fish sandwich for $0.25.
Of course, I also remember the price not mattering that much because I was about 5 years old.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure it was over $1 by the time I had my own money.
I remember when hamburgers at McDonald's were 69 cents.
Okay then.
Sorry,
And cheeseburgers were cheeseburgers were 89 cents.
Okay. Yep. Oh, those days are long gone.
Still, I wonder what like a today Happy Meal is worth in adjusted dollars, like adjusted for inflation. Like has the price stayed comparable, equivalent?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, back then, what was minimum wage, I wonder, compared to now?
Well, when I started working for a paycheck, minimum wage was $2. That was in the mid-70s.
I remember when I was working at Empire Video, my very first job out of high school. Actually, I was still in high school. Like, they were paying us $1 over minimum wage, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Especially for a high school kid.
I don't know. I think it was $7.25. No, couldn't have been
Actually,
that
that
much.
sounds about right.
Oh,
Hold on,
let's
see.
it's been 7.25 forever. Don't forget.
Yeah, it's been 7.25 for a very long time.
Yeah, too long.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I just looked at. I'm not sure exactly when I started the job, but 1991 seems about right, and it was $4.25 an hour, so I was making $5.25. But I mean, keep in mind that was the early '90s, and I didn't have expenses other than like the gas money my parents insisted I fairly enough put into the car.
Right.
I never objected to that. It made perfect sense. I was fucking using it, but still like if all you're paying for is gas money and food at the mall, $5.25 is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mage is like, there's no such thing as good fast food fish. Yeah, like gas station sushi,
Oh.
which, by the way, would be an amazing band name.
Mm.
Although it does sound a little 90s garage band, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Mhm.
does.
Gas station sushi. I could see them playing like at an opening for Dinosaur Jr. or something.
I don't think there's any good fish at all. I'm not a seafood person.
Well, there's only one kind of fish I'll eat. Actually, I take that back. I mean, if I'm going to be completely literal about the term fish, I know some of you are probably going to hate me for this, but I actually like the taste of imitation crab. It's made from like pollock or haddock or something, but it
Mhm.
doesn't taste too far off from the real thing, and I
Yeah,
kind
I
of
like
like it.
imitation. I like imitation crab.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the real thing too, but
Oh yeah. Who can
still,
afford
I
it these
mean,
days?
finding a decent imitation of something that's otherwise expensive is always fun. Like, I swear someday I will actually find a veggie burger that doesn't taste like garbage.
Do you
I think
have?
I did. I think I've had one once a long time ago. Some a frozen veggie burger. It was actually pretty decent, but
Hmm,
it was a galaxy far, far away. A long time ago.
right.
Do you have Burgatory in your neighborhood?
Purgatory?
Yeah.
Who you
What is
asking?
Anybody in the panel?
Well, I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay. It's a burger chain, semi-chain here. I think it's elsewhere as well. But Strike and I went there when I had my biopsy, and they had a really, really good imitation burger. I think it's probably the best imitation burger I've ever had, and not just because not just because I was there with Jeff, um, but if you put it right next to a meat burger, you could probably tell the difference. But if you had it all by itself, you'd likely be hard pressed to identify it as fake.
Now, I've had burgers that were close, but there was always something about it. It's kind of like when like you do a taste test between real soda and diet soda. You can always tell because the diet soda just tastes a little bit weirdly chemical.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, it does.
And it's the same thing with the veggie burgers. They all have something that's just a little bit off.
It's
you
the
know
texture.
Now
Veggie
I will
burgers
say
are
this,
the texture.
like if we assume for a moment that liking it is not a factor in this equation, one of the big problems with vegan food is how fucking expensive it is.
Mm.
Like seriously, they charge you out the ass to eat stuff that isn't like regular people food. So like those fakey burgers,
Hmm.
they cost so much. Like the ones that I tried that were kind of close, but you could still tell, there were something like $6-7 for two of them.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm glad I'm not vegan because that would be a drain on the pocketbook.
Well, the burgers that we had at Burgatory were $13 each, but those were premium burgers.
Ow!
Yeah, huh?
Holy crap!
See, now I want to go out to that restaurant, and it does still exist, thankfully. I thought maybe the pandemic had taken it. The one that serves up the weird ass novelty meat burgers, where you can get like elk or ostrich
Oh,
burgers.
yeah, sure. Uh huh.
I kind of want to go to that place. I shouldn't spend the money, but now I kind of want to go.
Like Five Guys is pretty expensive too. Like $11 for a burger.
But they also give
Yeah.
you fries with just a small fries order that you can live on it for a
Yeah.
couple of days.
On purpose, though.
That's the.
What?
They do that on purpose.
Well, sure, but I mean, the point is, like, the burger may be super expensive, but you're coming home with like meals for tomorrow.
I always take a bag of the peanuts.
Mm.
Okay, that's
They actually yelled at me once. They're like, "You're not supposed to take those out of the restaurant." I'm like, "Ew."
They haven't been offering those since the pandemic. I'm not sure if they'll ever start back up
Oh, well, I
again.
haven't obviously been since. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That whole
I
like,
have gone a
frost
couple of times to
thing.
Five Guys. They are damn good burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Although, you know what? I wish that they would, and maybe this is an option, I just don't know what they call it, but I wish that they would give you onions in like, circle form and slice form instead of diced,
Oh,
you
I
know?
don't- onions.
Mm.
Because,
okay.
because
okay.
you bite into the burger and half the onions squirt out.
Yeah.
I hate onions so much.
Oh, onion is a food group.
I know onions are in everything, and it sucks because I hate. Most of it's the texture. I can't stand there being crunch, like where there should not be crunch. So, like it bugs the
Mm.
fuck out of me.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think of onions as a crunchy thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean it's that they're supposed to be crunchy, but like usually you don't eat onions alone. They're in stuff.
Oh, well, yeah,
So,
I've never eaten an onion all by itself.
That's why I can eat onion rings. I don't know because I know it's supposed to be, but if like I'm eating a burger, there shouldn't be crunch. I don't eat lettuce on it either, and I don't know.
Oh.
It's a texture. I have a lot of really weird food problems. I don't know where it all came from.
Oh, well, I
It-
get it. I have texture issues too.
Angel gets so mad at me about it, like, because he's not picky at all. I don't know how he survived being raised by a single mom who is fucking awful with food to be able to eat basically anything. But he gets so frustrated with me because of all the shit that I won't eat. And he knows it. And it's just like, I, I hate, but I don't like getting shamed for it because it's not like it's my fault. Like, it'll really bother me. Like, if I come across an onion and I didn't expect it, even if that was the only one and I spend the whole time picking all the onions out or whatever, like I can't eat any more of it. It just, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I used to raise hell with my health food parents when they would try to serve me stuff that I just could not stomach. I mean, between being a super taster and like anything else that's wrong with me, it just they kept trying to force food on me that was not
Yeah.
anything I would ever eat in a million years.
My
Oh
parents
God.
love liver. They made, we always had liver like once a month, and it's
Oh
the most.
my. What,
All
is
right,
that
it
all?
has
Uh-huh.
another thing with texture. Yeah, luckily, because we hated it so much. But they would make it was liver. They would make bacon too, and she would give me like a whole thing. I'd have to get a big piece of bacon like stuck on every bite of liver I would take, and she would sit there with me for like 2 hours as I took everything.
Ugh.
God, I
I,
hated
I
it.
remember I was taken to a babysitter's and they wanted me to eat coleslaw. And there was no fucking way I was eating coleslaw.
See, I used to be like that with coleslaw. I hated coleslaw, but for some reason, I don't know. Knowing it was is cabbage instead of lettuce for some reason made me feel better. When as soon as I found that out, I didn't know
Oh,
because I just hated it so much.
it's actually the stuff that the vegetables are soaked in that's the problem.
But please don't.
Mm.
Is it the vinegar or the mayonnaise
Oh,
or?
I hate vinegar and I hate mayonnaise.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
I
I would
love
do it.
vinegar. I
Weapons
love
grade
vinegar
hate
stuff.
vinegar so much. It tastes like I'm drinking vomit.
Oh, it's the acid. Yeah, I guess I can see that. But no, I really like
Mm.
vinegar and I like salt a lot. Very, very salty things.
Salt and vinegar potato chips.
Mm.
I do like
Mm.
the sea salt potato chips, but they just taste like potato chips, really.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
no.
kind of a lie.
One
Although,
thing
okay,
my
here's one thing I don't get because this is like how the food culture seems to go through phases. Well, lately, like one of those phases seems to be salted caramel. Now, I like caramel and I like salt, and
Okay,
actually
you know the I was just
everything I've ever had that is salted caramel has been tasty. I just don't get why it's all of a sudden a fad. Oh yeah.
it's not caramel, it's chocolate though. But yeah, I didn't actually mean to get it, but they're pretty good. It's just a touch of salt in it. That was what I
They
was
just
thinking.
fell into your shopping cart.
No, I ordered it online and the ones that I had ordered, they didn't have. So I had the whole thing where it says the shopper can decide which one to replace it
Oh,
with.
okay.
So they replaced it with that one. 'Cause it
Oh,
was just
so this was with one of those like cart thingies,
yeah.
the Amazon Fresh, is it called?
This was Instacart. I use
Ah,
the
Yeah.
grocery store down the street uses Instacart. So yeah.
What
But
was
I
it?
ordered I think just it was just milk chocolate and they picked this one was the closest. So
hmm.
yeah.
I would never trust someone else to pick something out for me if what I wanted wasn't in stock. It never goes well.
I didn't usually I go through every single one and will pick something specific, but I just forgot to with this one and it just happened to be one of the two things that they didn't have that I ordered. So
Hmm. Still, salted caramel seems to be everywhere all of a sudden. It's
yeah,
like,
it is very
and
fashionable.
the what is it? Tres leches, the three milks thingy. That maybe
Mhm.
that's just because I'm so close to Mexico. I don't know, but that's been pretty popular. In fact, a lot of things with Spanish names have been popular lately. Like there's this dulce de leche. I don't really know what that
Mhm.
means. I just know
Well,
leche. But it's
dulce de
cinnamon toast
leche.
crunch
It's
dulce de
dulce.
leche. You
Um,
see.
I mean, they did just come out with the census stating how much bigger our Hispanic population is. They knew this was going to happen. It probably was just a trend. They injected it into, more of our culture because they knew it was coming. They were going to be able to sell more because they know they
Well,
have a bigger population now.
I have to admit, there is like an ethnic section in my local supermarket, and I've thought about going through some of the Mexican candy because a lot of it looks really good, and the Mexican sodas with the actual like cane sugar are pretty good too.
Oh,
So
I love getting the Mexican Cokes because they have the
yeah,
sugar in the
yeah,
glass
we
bottle.
have a whole shelf for that in my supermarket. So I'm seriously tempted to just start sampling all the Mexican candy and see what's good.
Mexican candy. There's some Mexican candy that come with this kind of I don't know if it's mango or some kind of flavor. It's a fruit that is orange. I know that, but a
All right.
lot of Mexican candies are flavored that way. Don't get those. They're nasty.
Okay, well, I'm not a fan of mango to begin with, so
Yeah, try to
um,
just. I think I've always found steering clear of fruity candies when it comes to other countries tend to be a good idea.
well,
At
hell,
least
I
with
like to avoid fruity
Mexico.
candies. Like if it's actual fruit, you know, if we're not talking Skittles here, if we're talking like, yes, this was made with real apricots, I'm like, yeah, fuck off, don't want you.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, whether it's American or some other country, I'll be avoiding those.
Mhm.
But they do. Mexico has some awesome chocolates and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So and caramel, they do caramel really well as
Yeah,
well.
well, that seems to be where a lot of the salted caramel stuff is coming. In fact, wait a minute, that's what that meant. The cinnamon toast crunch, the dulce de leche, whatever, that was the
Dolce,
salted caramel.
dolce de leche. Yep.
What?
Yeah,
No, wait,
that
I
was
swear,
that was pretty.
I swear it was a U.
Yeah, it's Dulce, dolce.
Yes, de leche. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it was weird. It seemed redundant to me that they
it's
needed to
well,
rename it.
caramelized milk. It says is the translation, but the point is that that was the flavor of cinnamon toast crunch I'm thinking of. It was basically caramel cinnamon toast crunch in Spanish for some reason,
That
which is
sounds
okay. I mean, I'm not one of those
really
people like,
good.
move into the country, learn the language. I'm just noting that it happened to be in Spanish on the box for some reason.
Hmm. Yeah. No,
I
because
hell,
that's
for all I know, it was Mexican cinnamon toast crunch, and they're not selling it anywhere else. I don't
no,
know.
that's a dulce de leche is a type of dessert. So
Uh,
yeah,
I liked it as much as I like cinnamon toast crunch to begin with.
yeah, I want to try that. That sounds really good. Angel would love it. Angel loves his cinnamon toast crunch, but he also loves.
Mm.
He's very most of his friends are Hispanic because we lived in Tucson. He just kind of gravitated toward them, and when he came here, it was the Mexican kids or the white Republicans, and he was like that. So he's always going to the taco shop and stuff, and bringing home new Mexican dishes for us to try. So it's fun.
Actually, taquitos sounds really good too. Oh, no wonder I've been smoking pot this whole time. Of course, everything sounds good.
I settled on Popeyes, so that's what we're eating more.
Still knocks me out that Popeyes isn't a fish joint. What? It makes sense.
They do sell they sell fish too, though.
Well, yeah, but
Gross.
that it's not primarily seafood surprises me.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked into it once. I looked into the history of why it's called that, and it's not really all that interesting. But at least
Why
now
is it called Popeyes?
Well, it like has nothing to do with Popeye the Sailor Man. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
You know, it's kind of like how Fig Newtons don't have a damn thing to do with Isaac Newton.
No, it's the town, wasn't it?
Right, exactly. Yeah, but you know, it's just one of those things where it's like same name has nothing to do with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, there's a few things like that. But anyway, I must get going because we are getting dinner. But it was lovely
Wow.
chatting with you, ladies.
It was
Have
lovely
fun.
having you.
See you later.
Yeah, glad you were here.
As always. Night.
Night.
And then there were 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably have fed the cats quite some time ago, but it's not 6 p.m. yet, so I'm not technically past due on the food thing.
Meow.
Mm.
You know,
I am full now.
Columbia is, well, she was giving me a look. Now she's licking her ass.
Oh,
That seems to me to be one of the biggest drawbacks of being a cat is you have to clean yourself with your tongue, and I know where I've been.
mhm.
I mean, I have to wonder what's up with a cat's sense of taste. Can they tell? Like, you know, I mean, because if I were to lick something filthy, and I don't mean my ex, I would probably not enjoy the experience and would never do it again. But, you know, cats lick themselves all the time. Does dirt taste good to them? Does their own hair taste good to a cat?
I have no clue.
There's where you need one of those empathy helmets.
Darn right. I wonder what it's like. Like, I mean, because I've seen Xander play with things like twist ties and stuff, where he's the one who batted it, and yet he pounced on it like it was getting away from him. You know, and I want to know what's going on in that head of his. Like, did when he batted it, did it lose agency, and he no longer thought he had done it after he stopped touching it, or what? Or was he just that good at playing pretend? I do wonder sometimes what it's like inside that cat's head. Is he ever disappointed when, like, the cat chaser doesn't actually have a creature on the end of it? Or does he just regard it as practice?
Yeah, that is just totally weird.
What was?
The whole cat and red dot thing and the whole bit. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the red dot, but all right.
I mean, you know, well, like the cat chaser and all that. You know, are they real? Are they?
Oh
Are
well,
they
I mean
toys,
when he catches the thing on the end of the string, though, I mean he puts it in his mouth, he gnaws at it, he kicks it with his hind legs. What is he getting out of that? Does he consider it a win, or is he really unhappy it's not edible? And if he's unhappy it's not edible, why didn't he learn from the first 100 times?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they have a short memory.
I guess. But why didn't he remember it from the first 100 times? Maybe his memory is short. The first 100. No, I'm going to. Anyway, squirrel.
Yes.
I'll just be a. Ever stop and wonder how squirrel got to get the nod? Like, you know, there's so many other things. Chipmunk, sparrow. There's so many other things it could have been. Why squirrel?
Yeah, and then why do squirrels threaten kids? I don't know.
What?
Mom Nate will know about that one.
Yes.
I am so lost.
Oh, old issue from movie night.
Yeah.
Okay. Involving tornado, I assume?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called again?
There was this guy who called himself Lord Croco Squirrel,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
who was, I don't know if he thought he was doing it in fun or what he thought, but he was issuing threats against Tornado. He was going to step on his dick and all this other shit. And everything.
If he didn't do this report, in-depth research report
Yeah.
that Croco Squirrel wanted him to do, and it's like, you're not his teacher, you're not his parent, you're not his mentor.
It sounds like he's his bully saying, do my homework.
And,
Nah.
and Tornado, to be
Told-
fair, was
told-
being totally got to him. Totally, he was.
Mm-hmm. And I had asked Jeff to tell Croco Squirrel to back the fuck off, and he didn't. And well, he did for a little bit, and then he started to back up, and I the easiest way to say it is I ripped his fucking head off.
Yeah, huh? Yep.
Hmm.
That was an
Um,
interesting evening. Yep.
Well, he had made threats to come into my house and hurt my child.
Yeah, how the hell he expected to know where you were? I have no idea.
Oh, well, he knew that we lived in Florida,
Florida's a big place.
right? But he said he was making all sorts of shit going on down with that, and
Well, also keep in mind that Tornado has a bit of a unique name, making him easier to find.
yes, that is true. But yeah, you don't threaten my kid. You don't threaten to hurt him. Especially not when I find out about it and I've asked you to stop, and you don't. And you know, I tried the polite way, I tried the nice way, and the kid, he wouldn't back off. So yeah, I went into full mama bear mode.
You turned into Nancy Pelosi. What?
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
But, on that bit. But no, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I get it. I remember the first time I went to movie night and someone in the chat section was being a dickhead, and I was like, wow, I thought this was a more accepting place, and took off, and then apparently they were dealt with.
Yeah.
And so I'm still attending movie night. I don't talk in the chat much, but that's usually because I'm stoned off my gourd while it's going on.
Yeah, and I don't like to be angry like that, but being nice and being polite was not working.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Maybe it sounds horrible. Please, I don't want to sound horrible, but I miss the old days, though.
mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't around for those. I kind of wish I had been, because the whole like going until the sun comes up stuff doesn't seem to happen. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was a big part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you'd start at, what the hell did we do? We started at midnight, I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Midnight Eastern. And then we'd go to about 6 in the morning. And then when the show was over, we'd be on the line with each other for another, 3 or 4 hours at least. And it'd be noon before I'd get to bed.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
And I mean, like, Last time it started at 4 p.m. I know there was reasons. There was a storm coming in, but still, it's like,
I missed
I
that
don't know.
one, so
Yeah. Oh, and also last time, like they cleared the wheel. Like
Oh,
seriously,
Okay.
there was like four or five items on the wheel. They got through all of them.
How the hell did they manage
Oh
that?
my.
Tornado wasn't there,
Oh.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
and so the drink calls were kept to a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tell you, we would go through a half-hour film in something like 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't sound it doesn't match the description, the product description.
Mm.
Once I purchased it, it's a shame, really. Oh well.
And I will say it, and I know you can slap me down if you want to. It's it's just not the same without Jeff.
It's not.
He made that movie night.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens, when there's like one person who holds the group together and they take
Yeah.
off. That happened to one of my laser tag groups.
Yeah.
Ah, well. And we were kind of serious about it too. Like we're almost like paintballers, the way we get up in our camo and all of our gear. We had radios and everything. We took laser tag pretty seriously. Like this wasn't just go to an arena and, play laser tag with your friends at the same time as Jacob Bernstein's bar mitzvah. It wasn't one of those. We weren't at Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. This was out in the woods. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, I think, how I ended up in the goth scene was through laser tag, because I had been talking about laser tag in like some group or other, and then I moved away briefly, and someone from that same group moved to Seattle, and remembering I'd been talking about laser tag, joined the laser tag group. After a couple of months, I came back, rejoined the laser tag group, and between that friend of mine and her mutual friend, who later became my mutual friend, and she's the one who shoved me into the goth scene, was that second mutual friend, also the girl who fed me the 7 shots of Everclear. So,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if someone tried to write a biography of me, no one would believe it. It would sound like fiction.
Oh,
Mm.
look, there's a kitty.
Yeah, speaking of which, I should probably feed mine. I'll be right back.
Oh, tayo korostu. Mычание.
Num, num, num. Oh, she good.
Yum, 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 yum.
So, mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not bad for my first attempt.
Okay, then. Sounds like it's going to be a repeat performance.
Mm-hmm. And tomorrow is going to be Yenching beef.
Oh, yay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Wow, wow,
Mm.
wow. Oh, my. But you do remind me I need to edit that French toast episode. Get that ready to upload.
I made French toast the other day for breakfast.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like it. What I need to do next is
Eggs, milk, vanilla,
mm-hmm.
cinnamon. Soak the bread in it. Well, not soak it, but dip the bread in it and then go from there. Fry it up.
Next thing I need to do is bake my own bread for the French toast.
I used butter bread.
Okay.
Nature's Own butter bread was really good. But no, yeah, we were earlier when we were talking about foods that people absolutely loathe that their parents made them eat. My mom still wants me to come over to her house when she makes navy beans and ham.
Oh, yum.
Oh no, foul. She cooks her beans until they're mush. and it's the consistency of them. Yes.
They won't let me have beans anymore.
Did I hear someone say that they made freedom toast?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Freedom toast, huh?
Well, you remember freedom fries back in the day when people were disparaging the French for not joining us in the Middle East or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And so everyone was saying like, "Oh yeah, we're not having French fries, we're having freedom fries." And what's her face?
Okay.
Skeptics, like whenever someone starts using the metric system, she'll ask, "What is that in freedom units?" Which I think is just beautiful. I love that. That's hilarious.
Oh my! I think that was when we were doing that Libya bullshit, wasn't it? We could the French wouldn't let us overfly.
I don't think that was it. This was like
Okay.
after 9/11, and I think they didn't want to join us in exacting revenge for it.
Oh, okay.
That was when people were talking about cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Cheese eating surrender monkeys.
You don't
Okay.
remember that? Oh, that was going all through the internet. Hold on, let me see if I can find the exact meme. Cheese eat. Well, okay. All I had to do was cheese and eat, and it came up. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Because that's not the one I'm thinking of. Not the one with groundskeeper Willie. I may have to use
The
that one because I do
groundskeeper's
not.
Willie? What?
No, the Simpsons character. I'm trying to find because there was a specific one. It had this really like just foppish French artist type with the snooty expression and everything, and the beret and the striped shirt, and it said "cheese eating surrender monkey" or something like that. But I don't see it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It was just something stupid right wingers were saying, but it's fun to make fun of the stupidity from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
All
Okay.
I'm seeing is the groundskeeper Willie one. I don't see the one I remember.
Okay.
It might have been like a sailor rather than the stripy shirt artist thing. I don't know. Let me see.
Wait a minute. Did I just find it?
I don't know.
Let's see here. Okay, and then see if I can put that up. A Widno. Okay, over there.
If it's the guy with baguettes under his arm, no. And that's Groundskeeper Willie.
So
You've never watched The Simpsons, have you?
not in a
No.
very long time.
Okay, well, that's Groundskeeper Willie done up like a Frenchman.
Okay. Isn't he a Scotsman?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's The Simpsons. Don't ask it to make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I totally don't see the meme I remember, so that's a shame. All kinds of don't see it. Oh well.
Move.
I really do have to decide what I want for food tonight. I already made a pretty decent stir fry for lunch, but I don't know. And it is getting on towards dinner time. It's 6 p.m. now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yes, time does indeed fly.
I really don't know what I want for food. I might just do something super simple like have a bowl of cereal. I don't know. You'd be proud of me, Diana. I bought Life cereal. Mind you, it's
Oh.
Cinnamon Life. And I eat
Cinnamon
it before,
life, yes.
and I eat it before it's mush. But
Oh,
Mhm.
you're no fun.
I'm sorry, but I like my food crispy, and you seem to like your food mushy.
Mushy. Ugh.
I mean, again, remember our conversation about French fries and the way we prefer them. I like my French fries to be almost like potato chips, where you like them to be just sort of the outer coating is there for the foam mattress within.
Yeah, huh? Uh-huh.
You know, it's like I ordered French fries, not mashed potatoes.
Oh,
You
no,
know, so it
that's
makes sense that I'd rather eat life cereal while it's still at least a little bit on the crispy side.
Yeah, really.
Rather than sludge.
Mhm.
Ugh. I hate mushy cereal. If I
Ugh.
want mushy cereal or something soft to eat, I'll eat cream of wheat.
Oh,
I'll eat
cream of wheat is
Twinkies.
delicious.
No, see, cream of wheat is
Mhm.
nasty too. Cream of wheat, oatmeal, anything like that. It's just there's something so sludgy about the texture. It seems like something you would wipe off, not something you'd shovel in.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's just nasty. I don't know how anyone can eat that stuff.
Well, cream of wheat with the the fake syrup, whatever they call that stuff. It's not maple, but it's
Hmm.
just pour that stuff all over it and just chow down, man. That's just wonderful.
Mm.
No, I like cream of wheat with just milk, a little bit of milk, a touch of milk, butter, and sugar. That's it.
I wonder if maybe that's the problem. Maybe the people who had made cream of wheat for me before I rejected it entirely, and we are talking toddler years here, maybe they just
Mhm.
put too much liquid in it.
It's
Maybe they
possible.
Maybe.
maybe it should have been maybe it should have been drier. I don't know.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you put um if you put the right amount of just uh butter and sugar in cream of wheat, um it thins it out a little bit, but it should still be um fairly I wouldn't say thick, but
Mm.
not thin like gruel.
No,
Well,
like
let's put it this
spackle.
way, like
Yeah.
oatmeal and cream of wheat and all of those, for the most part, they seem like they tend to be the consistency, the texture of cottage cheese, which I really hate.
Mm, no, I don't like cottage cheese, which is chunky. I
Mm.
hate chunky.
Well, I've
But
I've never had anything that was like oatmeal or cream of wheat that wasn't chunky, but all right.
okay, cream of wheat is not supposed to be chunky.
Then people were making it wrong.
Yeah, because if it's chunky, it means they didn't stir it correctly while
Mm-hmm.
or
Right. Right.
properly
Yeah.
while they were making it, and they formed lumps.
Mm. It was a
Cream of
little
wheat.
it was a little apple saucy.
Yeah, that's too thin.
I
It
hate
should be.
applesauce.
Yeah, it should be a. When cream of wheat uh cools, it thickens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Um.
just gonna stick to frosted flakes.
Okay.
Um, yeah, as far as that goes, when you make it, it should be like a nice mortar. Build a brick wall with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it
Anything.
was the consistency of, say, cake frosting, I might like it. I remember, like, back in high school, some of my friends and I don't know how we got in the habit of doing this, but we would buy, like, a cake mix, like a Duncan
Mhm.
Hines cake mix or Pillsbury or something. One of the ones where it's just a bag of like, not yet
Mhm.
dough powder in a bag. And we'd make a cake and frost it and eat it, and that was it. Just like we didn't even save any. We just eat the whole goddamn cake. None of us got chubby. I don't know why.
Because you
Hmm.
were in high school.
Yeah, maybe. But I had some chubby friends in high school, so I don't know what the difference was.
I don't know. Well,
Mm.
you're the one who would tell the story about eating the Oh, is my mic low again? Okay. Yeah, you would eat the burger the size of your own head.
Right, but I mean, the point was that I wasn't the only one who was doing the cake eating thing, the make a cake and eat it. It
Hmm.
was a lot of people were doing that, and we didn't turn into chubsters unless we already were.
I was never not a chubster.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't chubby, but I wasn't thin like my sister either.
Mm. Well, I know we've had this conversation before, but there are levels of too fat and too thin.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a Goldilocks zone, and one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, although I'm sure everyone here does, is that that Goldilocks zone ain't in the same place for every person.
Dayu korostu.
Right.
But a lot of
Well,
people expect it to be, especially, say, Hollywood.
yeah.
Uh,
My sister was, or yeah, she was 5'6" and weighed 135 pounds. Um, I was 5'3" and 165 pounds. But what you have to also keep in mind is she was uh, a 36B cup size on her bra, and I was a 38 double D. So probably a good 30 pounds of the weight I weighed was on my chest.
mm.
Oh, man.
So,
It's hard to picture. I've always been awfully small, and after a while, when I switched to sports bras only, I could pretty much ignore everything upstairs, unless
I
unless
wish.
unless something happened. There
Mhm.
has been the occasional cat claw meets nipple. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I was a 38 double D when I was in 6th grade. So,
I don't even want to imagine the attention you were getting.
oh, it was
Mm.
terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Why are guys so fascinated by tits?
Uh, Takes them back to their childhood, I guess.
I
Hmm.
guess, but we were all children once.
I don't know.
Uh,
I hated 6th grade. Um, I got picked on. I got teased. It was terrible.
Uh-oh. Somebody going to sleep?
Mm, it's. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so yeah,
Yeah, I know
it's been
that
a long
feeling.
day for me. Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but I'm actually starting to fall into a routine as far as
Mm-hmm.
getting up at 6 a.m. and bleeding into a machine. And
you have a problem with having a routine? Or is it a problem with the routine itself? Or both? Or all
it's
three?
it's just unusual. I
Mm-hmm.
not been one for a routine.
Okay, fair enough. I've always kind of been one for certain sorts of routines. It's like waking up and falling asleep definitely have an order in which things are to be done.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's something I haven't figured out how to do quite yet. Is have a sleep schedule.
Huh. There is no
Okay.
sleep schedule
Yeah,
ability in my house.
I don't really believe in that. I mean, my sleep schedule is usually set by the cats.
There.
But I mean, like, it's not even really a sleep schedule that I have, though. It's, oh, I'm awake and I'm awake enough to get up. Okay, I get up, I turn on the computers and the monitors. I go to the bathroom. I take a leak while everything's booting up. I go back to the computers, fire up browsers, wait for or let those spin up because the computers aren't fully up yet, and then go feed the cats, and then go back and check email.
Mer-
That's my morning routine. Every morning I do it just like that. Unless I also take my brain meds before I go check email, which I do sometimes, but other times I wait for food.
Mm.
Oh my! There's the one I have to work on too. Is eat on a regular schedule.
Mm.
I would just reach for something whenever I felt hungry,
Right.
and now with the health thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
the other one is I have to take a certain medication while I'm
With
eating
food.
the food. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a medication that traps the
Speaking.
potassium in the food. So you definitely have to eat it while you're eating the food. And
Right.
just trying to remember to do that is I'm still working on that.
Yep. Speaking of,
Deze Petranda?
I didn't take my iron pill this morning, so I'm going to take it now.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh
I
my.
suppose maybe the difference is that my routine is of my own making.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I do because it's familiar and it helps me wake up and it's comfortable. Whereas you, Diana, have something other people have told you to do.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I'm sure that's part of it.
Oh yeah, I would not doubt it at all.
So,
Oh,
going to bed is very similar, except it's well, there's a few things that vary from time to time, like have the cats used their litter box yet? Little things like that. But for the most part, it's pretty similar.
why does it matter if your cats have used the litter box?
Because that means there's something I will have to do or possibly not do as part of the routine.
Ah.
Yeah, like because I'll empty the litter box if it needs it, but if it doesn't, I
Mm.
won't. So it's
Oh,
it's just sort of a skip over step 3 if
yeah. So I started that kitty litter trial test product thingy that I was talking about. The
Oh
litter
yay.
is a tannish brown, and it smells like decaying plant / tobacco.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And is the cat enjoying this?
The okay. The litter, other than the smell, is really good. And it's not a bad smell. It just smells like drying tobacco plants.
Ew.
Yeah.
Actually, I do wonder though, because like I've smelled tobacco that's already in a cigarette. I wonder what
Mhm.
tobacco smells like when it's still on the plant.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
the litter is almost virtually dust free. Um, the clumps aren't sticking to the litter box like some of the litters I've had because I use clumping cat litter.
Hmm.
And there's no odor of urine or feces, which is really nice. And he's not tracking it out of the litter box like he does the normal stuff that I buy. So it's actually a really nice litter if you can get rid of the smell of tobacco smell.
How far
Uh,
from the litter box does that smell like reach?
oh, not too far.
Okay.
It's just I notice it when I'm scooping the litter box. And it's the you know, sometimes when you scoop the litter box, some of the litter's still wet from where they peed.
Sure.
This doesn't do that.
Huh.
It's completely dry. So
Alright.
whatever this stuff is made out of, it's very absorbent. And it's coating the clumps really nicely so that they don't smell. So I want to know what kind of cat litter this is.
Oh, they didn't let you see the brand name?
There is no brand name.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting. I mean, I
it's
guess
a-
I get it, but still interesting.
Well, the whole point of this trial is they want to know. A lot of people get influenced by the name of a litter
Yeah,
or
that's why
name
I
of
said
a
I guess I
product.
get it.
Yeah, so they're doing a blind test sampling. Um, all I have is a number that I have for the package. Um, and on the 19th, I'll get an email that wants to know what my thoughts were on the litter. And there's cat litter is dusty. There's a lot of dust in some cat litters, and this has almost no dust at all. So it's been a real. I've liked it. I just can't stand the smell when I'm scooping the litter box. It's like, oh god, I hate that smell.
Still,
But-
is it better or worse than the smell of cat pee? Wow, she has to think about it. Okay.
Yeah, I do because I don't like the smell of tobacco.
Yeah.
So, but it's not as bad as the smell of cat urine. I hate the smell of cat urine. That is one of the worst smells to walk into a house and smell it. So it is better than the smell of cats. And smell. So, but it's nice to be able to walk into, or the bathroom because that's where I have my litter box, and not smell the box aside from the hint of tobacco. There are days when my cats would use the litter box and it would be like, oh my god, cat, what are you doing, shitting sewage out your ass? Why does that smell all the way in here?
Yeah, there are times I don't know what's up, but either Columbia or Xander will drop something in that litter box, and it's not always a deuce that you can just
Yeah.
smell clear across the apartment. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the frig? I know what I've been feeding you. What the hell happened?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like did you ferment it in your stomach, in your guts there?
Yeah,
Mm.
what crawled up your ass and died that you had to shit back out?
Ay, man. I don't like this being tired thing.
It is the
Mm.
poo poo pee pee. Yes.
Yep. Oh.
And to think that I have to be, what is it, conscious and cognizant tomorrow.
Mm.
Well, look on the bright side.
Yeah, but there's all that glare.
Well, it could be worse. It could be a bright white light.
Mm. Yeah, but Diana's kind of looking forward to that bright white light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Guess so.
AFK a few.
That
See,
would be
I think
so
the big
nice.
problem with trains is that they have to be on tracks, so the likelihood of being hit by one is a lot lower than it would be for some of the jokes I've thought of to be actually be funny.
There you are.
You know, like the jokes about the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
All of those. But I've always thought, like, unless somehow you are tied to the tracks or otherwise held there, aren't trains really easily dodged, even in tunnels?
Do 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 do. Help! Help! No,
Okay, whatever the fuck you were just doing.
Oh, the little damsel tied to the tracks.
Well, yeah, but whatever the tune was.
It's a tune called "And Now the Movie Folks."
Okay. This is some old timey shit again, isn't it?
Not that old. Older than you are, but it's not that old.
Well, okay, if it's older than I am, it's old timey stuff. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say that if it's pop culture from before 1977, it's old timey stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, summer of 1977.
Okay.
You are trying to figure out what happened in the summer of 1977, aren't you?
Always.
Uh-huh. Well, Star Wars, silly.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought Star Wars came out later than the summer.
No, no, in fact, until Disney got their claws in it, Star Wars was coming out like in summer, usually around May or June.
Okay.
And of course, you know when Star Wars Day is.
Actually, no, I don't.
Well, it's not May the 3rd, and it's not May the 5th. It's May the 4th be with you.
There it is.
Huh? I'm surprised you didn't know that one. That's, I mean, that really is a thing. It started as a joke, I'm sure, but people really do celebrate Star Wars Day on May 4th now.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I'm okay with it.
Hey, if it works.
I didn't say that.
Who remembers the Great Space Coaster?
I remember its existence. I'm not sure I ever watched it. I think it was on one of those channels that my parents wouldn't pay for. And so I had to watch it at a friend's place if I ever saw it, and that's why I'm not super familiar with it. But I do know it exists. Now, wait a minute. Okay, was it the Great Space Coaster? Was it something else like the Electric Company or something, where there was this guy and he would always show people little movies that were playing on this device he held in his hand, and he put these little like squares into it, and then the screen on the device in his hand would start to like get the sort of the scan lines going, and like the camera would zoom in on his hand, and then it would just sort of cut to the actual thing that he was showing, and we weren't looking at the actual device anymore. But there was a show where that happened, and I don't remember what it was. But it was one of those educational shows like Electric Company or Sesame Street.
Okay, then. Something I missed.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not even sure how to look it up. Like, if I went looking kids show handheld video thingy, I'd probably get a bunch of, like, tablets. Yeah, that's close enough then. Fine. I hyphenated handheld, and, well, the Google didn't like that. But I'm seeing a lot of toys, but not the TV show. All right, let's try different search criteria. Oh, see, I'm getting nothing but handheld gaming. I wonder, like, if I put 70s, 1970s, then all I'm getting is handheld gaming.
What are we talking about?
Well, there was a kids show that had like a character who would, tell, "Hey kids, we're going to watch movies." And he'd hold up, I think it was a guy, I don't remember exactly. He'd hold up this little device that was in his hand. It was about the size of like a makeup compact. And he'd push this little square into it that was supposed to be the data, I guess, and it would start showing this video. And the camera would get closer and closer to it until it could cut to the actual video, and we weren't looking at the handheld device anymore.
Hmm.
And I do not remember what that was.
I don't know.
Hmm. Well, I'm looking because Roman Demon X here says something about Mr. Video, but I don't see that. Let me just look up Great Space Coaster and maybe I'll see it. Oh, well, I remember Gary Gnu. I remember that guy. But I'm definitely not seeing the handheld video player thingy.
Hmm.
Nope. Definitely not seeing it. Oh well.
Oh well. Oh my. You just totally lost me on these references.
Well, it's because you didn't keep up with the pop culture and just let it slip past you. I swear, Diana, there is so much out there that you would like if you would only give it a try.
Okay, now I looked up Great Space Coaster and I see children's television series, 5 seasons. And I see some pretty strange looking characters. Okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yes.
A friend of mine is from Seattle, is thinking about opening up a coffee shop, and she's talking about names for it, and she can't come up with anything she really wants. So I had to tell her which name she can't have because I'm using it.
Okay then.
Not that she like. I mean, she's in the goth scene, so she's not going to make a space-themed coffee shop. But damn it, Java Centauri's mine.
Alrighty. Okay. So 81 to 86 was this Great Space Coaster.
Well, that was certainly within my time.
Hmm.
Ay.
Ike?
Well, I'm starting to wonder if we're out of shit to talk about.
I don't know. Yeah, we are slowing down a little bit. I will say that much. Uh,
And honestly, I don't know what the hell to talk about right now.
I am working hard to stay awake. I will say that.
Well, this shot of Quinn Redshift is almost done. It's on frame 109 of 113. And so when that's done, I'll open up the editor and put it in there. And yay, I got some work done today.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Not a lot, not as much work as I probably should have gotten done, but still,
It's gonna be.
making
Well,
progress. Progress is progress.
It's gonna be a box office hit, right?
Probably not.
Will it be a
But I think people might like it.
Will it be a graveyard smash?
No. Uh, which is kind of funny because only tangentially, peripherally related, but I just ran across a meme where it's just a picture of the cast of the Munsters without their makeup on.
Okay.
Well, it's all Munsters, Monster Mash.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I say, only tangentially related. And frankly, not all that interesting. It just was a coincidence that I found mildly noteworthy.
Mm. Oh,
Oh
please
my!
excuse me. Mm-mm-mm.
Tayo korostu.
What?
Tayo korostu.
What?
Mычание.
Oh! What is that sound?
Oh, I was scratching my foot
Is
with a
that
back
what they're
scratcher.
calling it? It's the new version of punching the cobra. It's
Yeah.
scratching.
No.
Hey, I'll just be over here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my! There's what we need. We need to tease Tornado about punching the cobra.
Yeah, that hasn't been coming up much lately. I don't know. It is interesting how like little bits of culture can just sort of go missing after a while. Like nobody says okay boomer anymore. That one went away so fast. And
No.
even Karen is ever so slowly drifting away. You see.
Yes.
And Colleen, I cannot answer your question. I have no idea. Sorry about that, but I really can't give a release date for Quinn Redshift right now because I'm literally like about 50% of the way through it. But the second half, or at least Act 3, is going to go very, very quickly because a lot of it is going to be spaceships. And those are very easy and quick to animate. So I really can't give an estimate. I have no idea.
Oh my! It's unfortunate, I guess, but well, that's just the way it goes.
So, what is this that Noxum here is said in Cyrillic? What I'm assuming is Cyrillic,
Oh yeah.
or possibly Toys R Us talk. I can't tell. The R is backward.
Yes, I need spot. Huh. Well, the
Oh,
the R is no. That's the letter ya.
no, that's the R from Toys R Us.
Moof beef.
Nah.
Oh my, oh my. Yeah, the word ya is I. So you have yes, I, and then need. But I don't know what is this spot.
Spot's a dog.
Not with an A.
Okay, that's weird. I can't seem to select anything in the chat. Wait a minute. I think I know what I would have to do, but I don't want to because that would be a pain in the ass.
Did you broke it?
No, nothing's broken. It's just that. Oh, there it goes. It just didn't like that one window for some reason. Weird. All right, copy. And what happens if I paste and look it up? Weird. It's some sort of pillow.
Oh, okay, okay. I was wondering what was. I was wondering it was Krabat.
Well, I mean, I just put that phrase in there and it came up with a bunch of pictures of people and pillows, but it seems to say, yes, I need spat when I put it into Google Translate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I've heard of spats, but I don't think it applies. Oh, it says sleep, apparently.
Mm.
Yeah, this Google Translate isn't all that good because I put that in and it says Krabat needs you.
Okay. Wow, that is a cool looking chair. I wish I had that chair.
And then if I put the question mark in there, it says, "Do you need Krabat?"
I mean, I don't know what the hell this page says, but that is a cool looking chair.
Mm. Okay.
How about that for dialysis?
Mm. It's an egg chair.
All right. I don't know. That might actually work a little bit better than what I'm dealing with right now because I'll tell you, after 4 hours in that lazy boy, my arse hurts.
Well, I'm just saying, is I wouldn't mind having this weird, sort of like oversized hair dryer chair.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks very sci-fi.
Hmm. Looks like an egg chair.
It also a little bit looks like those weird suicide booths they're making now. Have you seen pictures
Yes,
of
I
those?
have.
Suicide boots?
Yes.
Not even kidding. It's like for euthanasia and stuff. You know, someone's ready to check out. Maybe they're terminally ill or whatever, in a lot of pain. They have this like sort of comfortable recliner bed that's hermetically sealed, and you can just get gassed to death while you're watching your favorite movies, listening to music, whatever. You just slowly get sleepy, and eventually that's that.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I've seen floods it with nitrogen. Now, what I don't know
Creepy.
is if it's real or if it's just somebody's vision or what. But it looks
Well,
quite interesting.
the ones I remember seeing look like this here, this picture
Yeah,
right there.
that's what I've seen.
I remember this blue one. That's the one I remember.
Okay. Huh.
So, yep.
Hmm.
Kind of wacky, huh?
Uh-huh. Seriously creepy.
Well, I mean, if it's your time to go and you want to do it with some dignity, this is a way.
Yeah, it's talking about the state of Hawaii, and I'm just sitting here thinking, my brother lives in Hawaii, and he's asked my mom to come live with him. It's like, not sure that's a good idea even more now.
Well, it looks like they pump in happy gas, too.
Oh, okay.
I can think of worse ways to go. I'd rather not, but I can think of worse
Mhm.
ways to go. Hmm. Well,
Where
on
do
that
I order?
morbid
Where do I
note, I
order
think it
one?
might be time for dinner over here.
Yeah, it
I'm
might be pretty much time to. We do seem to be
yeah.
kind of running aground.
Yeah, I'm
Nothing.
yeah.
I'm tired and
I think we're all tired tonight.
oh, hey, speaking of which, that shot just finished rendering.
All right.
Mm.
Yay! Let's plug that into the editing software. And yeah.
Ay, como. Esto tayo cara cesta. De pelaco.
I'm actually
Mm.
really happy with what I've made in the last like couple of bits. There's this conversation some characters are having, and just the way I've animated them, I'm very happy about it. I gave them personality. Damn it!
Mm.
There's one character I think is going to end up stealing the show, which is funny because he's not part of the main cast. He's actually Truth Surge character, Truth Surge's character.
Ah, moof beef.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to end up, being sort of not an unsung hero, not an underdog. What am I looking for here? I think people are going to like him more than the main characters.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently there was a mistype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cravat. Okay.
Cravat. Like those little ties that people wear.
Well, what I have yet to figure out here, I'm not the best in the world at it. The extra, if you want to call it extra letters, in Russian, I don't exactly know how they are pronunciated.
Well, I think all of them are pronounced with a silent patang.
Sheka melokuse. Yes.
Blah blib blah bleeb. Wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? I don't want to make a preview file. Let's see here.
Okay, you got that thing over there, and you put that over
Ooh,
there.
that looks good. Oh, I'm happy. That looks good. Got my Quinn Red shift. You realize that at this moment, right now, I am at 14 minutes, 9 seconds, and 19 frames of video.
Кровать.
Alrighty.
Cool. That is a lot of video.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And that shot I completed,
Кровать.
for those who haven't been here since the beginning, was shot number 199. So tomorrow I will be making shot 200 of Quinn Redshift.
Cool.
Out of
Yep.
9,317,651.
It might top 350, but I don't know. Don't quote me. We'll see. But it definitely won't hit 1,000.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna- Yeah, I'm gonna head off. I'm getting real
Okay.
sleepy. So I talk to y'all later.
Well, you
All right,
be
have
good, honey. You
fun.
have fun.
Oh, yes. All right.
And
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
yay.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
just have to figure out what I'm going to do for food. And one thing I've been doing actually, and it was kind of nice, is just take like some vermicelli, right, and cook that up. And while that's cooking, cook up a little bit of chicken, and then basically use the vermicelli as a stir fry. Throw some spices at it, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Sounds tasty.
Well, it is. Like I used the lemon pepper, and I was a little surprised that lemon pepper doesn't seem to actually contain any pepper, right? So I actually threw real pepper in there, and it actually really like enhanced the flavor quite a bit.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what pepper does.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you can make like maybe it shouldn't be a spicy dish.
Uh.
I mean, let's face it, not too many people want vanilla or, yeah, like vanilla pepper sugar wafers.
Hmm.
Although, actually, I wonder, spicy vanilla, has anyone tried that?
I don't know. Maybe
It could be good.
it could be.
I don't know. Let's see. That is some sort of essence oil. I was thinking of food. Um, that's a candle. Jeez, I wanted food for fuck's sake. Oh, a lot of this is perfume and deodorant. Food, you bastards. All
Hmm.
right, well, it seems my mission is clear. I'm going to have to go out and get something that's vanilla y, maybe some ice cream or something, add pepper to it, and see if it's good. It might actually be. You'd be surprised some of the stuff that's good with spice added.
Yeah.
Desserts you never would have thought would be good spicy actually totally are.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's try
Oh.
ice cream. Let's just try spicy
Мы
vanilla
все
ice
нужно
cream and see
изучаю
what comes up.
русский язык.
Lots and lots of vanilla ice cream, but none that's spicy. I wonder if I just hit on something new, an untapped market?
Maybe.
Мы все
Of
нужно
course, it might be
изучаю
terrible,
русский язык.
but I mean, I was mostly kidding before, but now I'm tempted to go out and actually get some vanilla ice cream and try it. Mm.
You never know. You could start a trend.
Well, if that's the way I make my millions.
Yeah. Patent it and keep renewing the copyright into perpetuity.
There you go.
Oh my, yes. I know.
Alcohol and food in one bowl, eh?
I know kvass. Yep. Uh huh.
I've actually, there's a video on my channel somewhere where I made rummy bears. I basically marinated gummy bears in rum and ate
Okay.
them on camera. Got drunk on rummy bears.
Kvass is I don't know, kind of like a fermented rye bread beverage.
Oh, I thought it was an alien from Star Trek, but okay, go on.
Okay. And yeah, it's uh-huh, I am. No, but I know about kvass because I've been following the channel called Bald and Bankrupt, and couple episodes now he's had some kvass in Belarus.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so. But I really should go get.
Yeah.
Oh wow, maybe you did really. How'd you like them? But anyway, I really should get food.
Yeah,
I
why
keep
don't
going down this
we?
rabbit hole of not knowing what food to get.
So I'll tell you what, kids. Want to thank everybody who's here. I want to thank everybody who's not here. You are brilliant. You are amazing people. And I am really, really, really grateful for you. I am. Really, I am. I hope I sound as sincere as I'm trying to be. And as long as you guys keep coming back and as long as you guys keep liking it and I'm alive to do it, I'm going to be all that happy to keep doing it for you. How's that sound? So,
Squishy.
yeah, squish, squish. So, what can I say but thanks a lot, troops.
Yeah, have
See you on the other
fun.
side.
Catch you on the flip.